Hey everybody, welcome to Average Guy Opinions. I'm your average guy, John Corelli. I'm going to try to keep my face and voice very still and constant because I noticed the last two or three videos I've done, the sound has gone in and out. I don't know what to do about it besides keep my voice and face and mouth in the same place the entire time. So I might not be as animated as I usually am, but I might. I don't know. I might slip into that. What I wanted to talk about today is depression and how a lot of people are going through it right now. It seems to get worse during the winter. Most of you have probably heard of SAD, SAD, seasonal affective disorder, which is a pretty convenient acronym for pharmaceutical companies to sell antidepressants, in my opinion. However, there is some real stuff behind that, right? With daylight savings time, which is we're about a week into, that makes sense, right? It makes sense that that more darkness, as it were, can make you feel more depressed. And I will tell you from a personal standpoint that I've been very fortunate. I have rarely dealt with depression. I have some anger issues. I think they're getting better as I get older and understand myself more. But I also am very fortunate that most of the time I feel pretty good about myself. Not always that great about the world, but I feel pretty good about me and where I'm headed, and hopefully where I'll end up, and that my kids are doing well, that I just have a pretty good life overall. And I also think I also possess some things that make it easier not to fall into depression. Things that I was lucky enough to. I had parents that were very, let's just put it, very active parents. My mom is a busybody. She's always moving. She's always doing something. Her big hobby is working with feral cat colonies. I've mentioned that in some of my past episodes. But she's also just very busy in general. She's an avid recycler, and she's always helping me, and she's helping my brother, and she's helping my dad, and she's always doing stuff around the house. She's doing stuff around the yard, and that I witnessing that, maybe I don't know if there's a genetic component to it, but witnessing that during all these years, not only years as a child growing up, but also years as an adult growing up, so to speak, or getting old, or however you want to say it, and witnessing my stepdad do the same thing. It's made me realize that I think that's a good way to live, is by keeping your body and your mind busy. That's why I do this. It's just another way to kill 10 minutes without just staring at a screen. Although technically I am staring at myself when I do these videos, which is weird. But yeah, I mean, it's a form of entertainment, I suppose. I know a lot of this usually comes out as more of a vlog than maybe an opinion, but it's a challenge I've issued to myself to do 365 of these by the end of the year, one a day. And 10 minutes doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, you guys know, my regular watchers know, the few of you that are out there, that they can be pretty grueling to watch me for 10 minutes. I can be very tangential. I can sometimes be flat out probably boring or drone on. And, sorry, I guess that's what you get for being a fan. But so, yeah, so having witnessed that not only through my mother, but also my stepfather just today was up on a ladder picking apples out of our apple tree, because there's still some that are good up there. He's going to be 81 next month. Very vibrant. He's always reading. He's always moving. He walks the dog every day, at least 2 or 3 times a day. He goes for walks with my mother. He's very active with the yard and the lawn, and he's still, I think, still minimally is doing his business, even though it's slowed down a lot because of COVID and just because he's older. But I think he still does. He's always just doing stuff, always moving, and this even the same with my father. Even though in a lot of ways, I don't feel like he's gotten a lot done in this life, or at least on a grander scale. But he has. he has done stuff. He's helped me immensely. Like working with, he used to he was doing oil changes on my car till just 4 or 5 years ago. He was 70, getting under my car, changing the oil for me, helping me maintain my car, which is amazing, And sometimes I need to be more appreciative of that. That also shows that he's always moving. He's a busybody too. So I'm really a child of three busy bodies, and so that's me too. I generally like to keep moving. Like I say, I do this. I wrote a book. I do comedy. I try to produce comedy shows. I do a couple podcasts. I work. I try to be a pretty active parent. I go for walks and try to work out when I can. And so, I'm trying to keep busy. And I think that's a big factor in keeping depression at bay. It doesn't always work out. I mean, all of us struggle. As being the human animals we are also, you know, it's nice to be at the top of the food chain, but unfortunately, with these superior brains, we are also the only animal on this planet that has to know that we are going to die, and how are we going to deal with that? And that can be depressing. And I mainly want to talk today, even though I've gotten almost three-quarters of the way through this video. I want to talk about how my kid is dealing with it right now. Logan is a transgender. For all intents and purposes, that's the direction Logan's life is headed. And it's not easy. It's really not an easy path. And, I was going to say path he has chosen. I don't think it's necessarily feels like a choice, just like people with alternative sexual lifestyles, non-heteronormative sexual lifestyles, don't feel like that's a choice. That's something that's ingrained in them. And that's something that if they want to be true to themselves, have to pursue. And that's what's going on with Logan right now. It's a lot. He's got to he's looking at getting hormone blockers because he's already as tall as me and probably doesn't want to be much taller. You know, Headed toward a possible sex change operation in who knows how many years. There's a lot Logan's going through as he heads towards sexual reassignment surgery. And, and I used to be kind of a skeptic when it came to depression. I would I was really a believer since I never had to really deal with it on a clinical level. I felt like, oh, come on, you can get out of it. You just gotta, use your will or find something that makes you happy. And, being married to a woman who struggled with it for all of her adult life and some of her younger life, I came to understand, no, this is a genetic thing. This is a brain chemistry thing, and I needed to respect that. I tried to. I think I really was pretty good about that. There were times I really wanted my ex-wife to try more natural therapies to cure her depression, but you got to respect the person that knows what they need to do to feel good and to live as healthy of a life as they can. And that's what she needed. And I really came to find out it's genetic and a brain chemistry thing when I met her family. Her family, a bunch of sweet, intelligent people that are also very quiet and also very prone to depression. And like I said, wonderful people, but people that you can just tell her whole family struggles with it, especially on her mother's side. It's interesting. But, so therefore, she and I have kids Logan struggles with it. Dante, hard to tell because he has autism, and it's hard for him to put into words whether he is struggling with depression or not. I hope he's not. I do ask him how he's feeling all the time, and he generally is like, he tells me he's fine. But who knows, with his limited vocabulary and maybe the inability to get down to his guttural deep feelings, we don't know, right? So anyway, that I just wanted to talk about that. I hope wherever you are, I hope you're enjoying daylight savings time or not. I hope the holidays aren't too hard on you, as I know the holidays can be very hard on people with depression. Just try your best to get through it. Do what you need to do to keep yourself healthy and happy. I wish you, hope you had a happy Halloween. I consider that one of the holidays. It makes me happy. I hope it made you happy. I hope Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's are all easy on you. I hope this time of the year isn't too hard on you. And just I hope you don't have to deal with any depression yourself. Thanks a lot for checking it out. Hopefully the sound is good on this, or that'll make me depressed. All right, you guys, thanks for checking it out. Talk to you next time. Bye.